Welcome back to the channel, you kooks. Today we're reviewing another Bluetti unit. This is the EB3A. This is one of their smaller portable power packs. We love this unit, and right now, if you're watching here around Thanksgiving time, there's some killer Black Friday deals. So if you're kind of shopping and in the market for one of these, I'm going to show you why. It's a very versatile and complete package when you're looking for a starter battery pack. So let's get into the video. Okay, so here it is. This is the Bluetti EB3A power station. This is a 12 amp hour power station. This is one of their smaller power stations. So this one's kind of ideal for someone who's car camping. If you're just kind of going on some road trips and you need something to power cell phones and occasionally a laptop. Let's just open the box up and see what's in here. So we have a warranty card. It's got a 2-year warranty and a 1-year warranty on cables and other accessories. So that's nice to know that you have a 2-year warranty. We also have an instruction booklet and a certificate. So it's passed quality inspection. Let's just get everything out. Ooh, nice. And it comes with some MC4 connections for the solar connector. So I really like how these power stations are including MC4 connections, because then you can use it with a wide variety of solar panels. So this is nice. There's some out there that have these proprietary solar panels, so I don't really like that. I like how Bluetti and some other companies do include MC4 connections, so you can connect this to any solar panel you have, and you don't have to get a proprietary panel, because I've seen some of these panels and they're quite expensive. I'm going to show you a panel I really like that I got recently that I'm going to use. So it comes with the cords. I believe there's one more box in here. Yes. And it has the power cable. So this is to power. And I'm already going to note that I like this. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I'll show you the EB55 power station. It's a little bit bigger power station than this, but the charging cable is massive. So we're going to see how fast this can charge this, how much watts we can get. But I'm already liking that it's a much smaller power cord, and I'll show you the EB55 power cord here in a bit. We can kind of compare the two units. But right off the bat, here is the unit. So here's a closer look at the EB3A. So we got a pretty nice interface here on the unit, and it came out at 67% charged. I have the power plugged in. I'm going to actually plug it in right now. It says we can charge at 268 watts max. Let's see how much we just get off of a normal plug, and let's see if maybe we can add more power with a solar panel. So I just plugged it in. We're getting, so yeah, it looks like plugged into the wall, we are going to be able to get that 263 watts of charge just plugged in. That's pretty nice. Some of these units will only really charge at 100 watts. So I'm guessing this thing charges pretty quick. So once it was plugged in, it jumped up to about 263 watts. Now it's back down to 155 watts. A few things on here. The battery capacity is 12 amp hours. It's a lithium iron phosphate battery. It weighs about 10 pounds. Output is 600 watts on the two 120 volt AC outlets here. It also has a USB-C. It says it can do a 100 watts max, so that's nice. You can charge like a MacBook off of that USB-C. So 100 watts off the USB-C. And you got on the USB normal ones, the USB A's, you have 5 volts DC at 3 amps. And then here on the top, you have a 15 watt wireless charger, just depending on what you want. So just like looking at this unit overall, I think this is a great just kind of road trip companion. If you have, you need something to charge cell phones, laptops, It only is 12 amp hours, so it's not the largest battery capacity, but it's going to be enough to get you what you need just on some shorter road trips. So it's only been plugged in for a bit. You can see I'm already getting a pretty good charge. I'm going to hook up the app. Of course, my phone here is at 3%. But I'm just going to get the app going and we can see what this app is all about. Let's log in. Or no, I don't want to log in. Let's just connect. Available devices, EB3A. And we're connected. And it's kind of cool. It's showing us what we're pulling from the grid. And we're getting 9 watts. I'm charging my phone right now. Let's see the settings. Maybe we can adjust how much power we're getting. So, eco. Let's turn eco off. Let's see if that gets us more power. No, haven't really jumped up much there. Looks like we're going down. So let's see. Charging mode. Turbo. No, recommended to activate this mode only when urgent power is needed for the battery lifespan. That's okay, we just bought it. Let's see what's happening now. I've initiated turbo and I'm still kind of floating around that 148, 156 range. Let's plug some stuff in and see what happens with this app real quick. I'm gonna just plug in this and see what the app shows us on the reading. Just kind of check the interface of this app out. You can hear the fan kicking on now. But here you can see now I've got my AC 97 watts for my computer here. I got the DC for my phone here, and I'm pulling 126 off the grid, so you can do power lifting. So it looks like you can have both units using 600 watts each for a total of 1200 watts max. Rated output remains at 600. Do not power refrigerator, air conditioner. Okay, yeah, it would last like 2 seconds. We can turn power lifting off. So we're still just, oh, there we go. It's gone up. It's gone way up. So maybe it just took a while to kick into turbo mode. So now you can see I'm using 67 watts plus the 9 watts. Now off the grid, I'm getting 200. Now I'm going to plug my solar panel in and see what happens. All right, so I got my solar panel set up. I'm using these Mango Solar 200 watt solar panels. I really like this unit. It's a bit heavy, but it works great. It folds into this bag here, and it's just a nice portable unit that you can just flip out and put into the sun and kind of move however you need it. And it works great for modular solar panels. So it's Mango Solar. It's a newer unit for us, but we've been using it and we really like it. It's got these nice legs. It is a mono crystalline solar panel, but for 200 watts, it's great. Great for van life, fits into that bag. And now let's hook it into the unit. I will note, I am at my in-laws house and they're quite the hoarders. You can see they're even hoarding spindrifts, and space is tight, so don't hoard, guys. It's not a good look, but I'm going to see how much power I'm getting now. Got the app running. I'm pulling 144 watts all off my PV, so that's pretty good. It is winter. I don't know if I can get much more off these panels. It is a little bit later in the afternoon, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to test right now. Sometimes these units, they can't do solar charging and AC, so I'm going to plug the computer back in and see what happens. Alright, well that's pretty cool. My Rock Pals and my Vatid and my Jackery can't do that, but you can see I'm able to pull in 143 watts and also get the AC power going. That's really cool. So that makes this a much better unit than any other ones I've reviewed. So I really like the Bluetti. Both units I've reviewed are able to use AC power and PV power, and you're going to need that because with such a small battery bank, you're gonna need to be able to charge and use these units. So now let's plug in a fridge and let's see how it works. All right, so I plugged the IceCo JP50 in. I'm gonna fire up the app, see what we're doing. So we're still getting about 140 watts off the panel. We're now up to 95 watts, 110 watts. So it's kind of fluctuating in around 90 to 100. And I'm also pulling off the phone. So I'm also getting that additional like 30, 40 watts of charge while I'm using the AC. And this is crucial because this makes this unit actually viable for a more long-term solution. If you're kind of just in a pinch and you need some power and you have a panel, and it's great it comes with the MC4 connections because I can use that Mango solar panel. And now I'm able to kind of have an off-grid system here, right? So I got my power coming in, and then I'll probably be able to charge throughout the day as opposed to just using power and then having to unplug everything and charge it. So the Bluettis are great that they allow you to charge off solar and use your AC outlets. A different solution could be I could plug the cooler into 12 volt, and we can always, you know, help relieve that by unplugging a unit or something, and then we should be able to get more charge. So then I'm able to get, you know, about 80 watts into the panel there. But I just wanted to show you it is a practical unit if you have a solar panel. I do want to note that the solar panel is an optional add-on for the unit, the MC4 connector here. So you might want to get this when you purchase it. It does not come with a car charger either. So you're probably going to want to purchase the car charging port as well. So while you're driving, you can charge, and then you can also use your coolers and stuff while you're driving. So something else I just want to point out, this battery pack is great for, you know, it's great for camping, but it has so many more uses. So even if you're working in production, this is my camera charger. It's great just to have, like, say we were working outdoors and we were just going through a bunch of battery packs. I can actually just hook this up into my camera and have power, and I could power this, my microphone, lots of things. It's a very versatile unit. I know here in my sense I'm just kind of talking about it for camping, but it's better than just for camping. You could also be powering tools on a remote job site. You could be powering your Starlink internet if you were out working remote. It's very versatile, and I just realized that I was losing battery power, and I was like, I need to just be charging directly off the Bluetti. So on a production or something too, this is a great power pack. So if you're looking at this for something beyond camping, this is amazing. I just highly recommend it for stuff outside of camping. So if you're working outside on a job site, all those things like I mentioned, it's also great to think about for those. So we're going to kind of compare it to the EB3A, and then we're just going to wrap this video up. All right, so here we have the two units kind of stacked up literally next to each other. So differences here is the 3A only has the 2 outlets, and it has a 600 watt output, where the EB3A has 4 outlets with a 700 watt output. They both have the DC and also these DC jacks. I've never used these in my life. One day these will probably cease to exist on these units. It's got 4 USB outlets, a USB-C as well, 100 watt, and the only thing that's kind of weird to me is the input is different. So here you can see we have the input here, and also this is the solar input. The EB3A has a completely different input. So here is the input for the MPPT and the charge controller and the solar here. So you have this outlet like this. Once again, they did a great job by including MC4s, but it's a completely different outlet, which is fine. I mean, you can always just have 2 units and use 2 different things, but it's not the same. And also for the battery charger, it's different. So we're going to be charging off something like this here for charging off AC. And the other thing I don't like about the EB55 is this is a monstrosity of a charger. It can input 200 watts, but as we saw earlier, we plugged this in and got 263 watts out of it. So this is just kind of clunky and in the way all the time in our van. I really like how this just has this single cord, and it's nice and sleek because this is all the cord that it has. So you just get to plug that in without having to have this cord plus this cord and this giant adapter piece. And this thing can't even charge as fast, so this can do a 263 watt charge. This can do 200 on AC, but if I plugged a solar panel in, I have charged this thing at 400 watts. So stacked up next to each other, if you're thinking of the two, it just depends on how much capacity you need. This is double the capacity, but you can see it's not much bigger. So maybe they did just include this type of charging unit inside of this. Yeah, if you're looking for these things, I would check out Bluetti. They're great. And let's just wrap this video up. All right, kooks, I'm still plugged in. I'm using it for my camera. I really love this unit. I'm probably going to use it for most of my videos because I have the Blackmagic Pocket Camera 6K, and it goes through the battery so fast. But now that I can just kind of tote this around on production gigs, I love it. I really like Bluetti. Like I've been saying, they're nice units. They're built well. They look great. And the best thing is you can charge off PV and also run your AC outlet, so you can really use it as a complete off-grid system. And right now they got some killer Black Friday deals going on. I'll link them in the description, but you can pick up some of these units for an incredible price right now, and I think you'll be happier with this over any of the other units. I'm always happy with them when I get them. I'm always impressed, and these are the staples in my van. I've reviewed many other battery packs and I just sell them on Marketplace, and I always keep the Bluetti products. So they are always Kook certified. Thumbs up from the Kooks, and check these out. Links in the description. And thanks, Kooks, for always checking us out. We appreciate it, and we will see you next time with some more kooky reviews.